It's Smack the Guru. Today we talking Omari Hardwick, and we gonna break down if he was successful after Power ended, because I made a video about him returning as Ghost, and people is in the comments saying he only trying to return because he wasn't successful after Power. Now, if this your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, check out the other content, and click that like button. Man, I do not believe people understand how difficult it is to get roles after you just did a successful television show. You got to remember, Omari Hardwick did a lot of movies before Power, but he wasn't a movie star that went and did a TV show. People that do that, yeah, they able to get roles right after that, especially if the TV show was successful. But people that just get on being a TV star, it's difficult to make that transition. Everybody knew this 20 years ago, but it's still the same today. You look at shows that's even more successful as Power. So Succession or Game of Thrones. All of the people on those shows, the main characters on those shows, don't just be able to go and just do the biggest movie roles and everybody playing superheroes and no, it don't work like that. But you will have one or two people that's successful from a show. I believe the one person, other than like the 50 Cents or Lorenz Tates and stuff like that from Power, the one person that was successful that wasn't a movie star beforehand is Omari Hardwick. Everybody else, Tommy, Tasha, Tariq on Power Book 2, everybody else pretty much struggled a bit after the show. And that's no knock to them. I know it's difficult to get roles, but we going to look at Omari Hardwick's. Now, after doing Power, the first thing he did, and what you got to think about too is, they're not just trying to take any role after doing a long TV series most often, especially if it's a gangster role, because then you'll start getting typecast, right? Which we know that Omari Hardwick got the Power role because he did a movie called Next Day Air as a gangster. That's what really got him that role. But he did a bunch of other movies. He was in For Color Girls. He did a bunch of stuff. And then he finally blew with Power. He did American Skin. That was good. That was in 2019 as Power was wrapping up. But then he did Spell. This is a horror thriller. It didn't do good in the box office, but it was a decent movie. And when you look at the rating, it's a 5.5 on IMDb and a 49% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, okay, rating, just okay, but it was a cool little movie, and it's different from the role that he just had as a gangster. In Spell, he was playing a family man that went over to Africa and got into some African spirituality and, had to find his way back to reality. So, cool movie, and it's different. Then he did Army of the Dead. Remember, he got to take different type of roles. So now he's in a zombie movie, all right? After that, another family movie. He did Pieces of Her, right? And this was a cool little series on Netflix. Then he came with Fantasy Football, a family movie with a bond between him and his daughter, and she's able to control him on the football field. And it also had Kelly Rowland in it. And a lot of people like that. It's rated a 5.8 out of 10, right? So a lot of people like that. Then he just had a movie that just came out on Netflix called The Mother with him and Jennifer Lopez. So he's been getting roles. He's been getting movie roles. A lot of different ones. And he got stuff that's coming up. One is called Fells High. This is one we should get next. It's actually completed already. And he will be playing the main character in this, Principal Floyd. And it got some great actors in it. The most notable ones is Michelle Hyatt. She played Franklin Saint's mom in Snowfall. Then you got Elise Neal. She just been around forever. She done played in so much stuff. And Mark John Jeffries. He was 50 Cent the younger version in Get Rich or Die Trying. He been around for a while. So that's coming out. This is about loyalty amongst friends. That isn't always the case when your life is on the line. So this dealing with high school, and he gonna be the principal. This is the route that Morgan Freeman took. This is the route that Denzel took. Remember, they had the big principal role, and then after that, you know, they really start blowing up. And it's scheduled to release soon, June 20th on 2023. I don't know exactly where it's releasing. Most likely Netflix or one of them streaming services. But he's working. That's coming out in literally like a week. All right, week and a half or something. Then he got the Army of the Dead, Las Vegas, right? So not Las Vegas, they played on that, Las Vegas. And this is a TV series. It's already in post-production. So this is going to be surrounding around, you know, the Army of the Dead. It's going to be similar to that, the same as the Planet of the Dead, which is a movie that he has that's in development. Now, besides that, he still has the Mothership, which is in post-production, that has Halle Berry in it, John Ortiz, Molly Parker, Sidney Lemon. Like, that has a bunch of actors that's seasoned, that's going to be a part of that. So that should be a big movie, and he's co-starring in that. So he has a bunch of roles. He got different stuff that's in production, stuff that's in development, Dianormous. I think this is called Xeno. This is in development. But with all these different roles that he did that already came out, the stuff he got coming in 2023, which is Fails High, Army of the Dead, Las Vegas, and the Mothership with Halle Berry. And then he got other stuff in development. He is booked and busy. All right, so it ain't Omari Hardwick struggling and that's why he would come back to power. No, he would be coming back to power because he knows that's a legendary role and he can have the character go out in a better light and lead the character on top. And then everybody's asking for him to come back. So he can finally get what he's worth if he did go back, right? So that's why he would be going back, man. Omari Hardwick ain't like a struggling actor, man. You had people in the comments of this other video that was talking so wild, so reckless. And I'm like, yo, is people just typing because they could type? That's why they say this stuff? Or do they really not know that it's difficult to get roles? And even though it's difficult to get roles, Omari Hardwick is getting roles coming from being a television star. All right. So if you was one of those people that was thinking Omari Hardwick fell off so he need power, you're wrong, man. It's Mac the Guru. Remember, if you're still here, make sure you sub to the channel. Click that like button. And like always, y'all be easy. Be safe. Peace.